everyone. I am creating an adorable Easter bunny with flowers and resin. These are real dried flowers. Follow along to see how I do it. The frame that I'm using is actually 19 by 21 inches. Prepare all my frames the same. I remove the glass, I clean the glass, then I take Elmer's glue and put it around the perimeter of the back of the frame. I replace the glass and then I put Elmer's glue around the perimeter one more time. It serves two purposes. It helps to hold the glass in place and it helps to prevent resin leaks when you put resin on the other side. The resin is what permanently adheres the glass to the frame. This takes overnight to dry and sometimes up to 24 hours depending on how much glue you use. After the glue's dry, I put painter's tape around the perimeter of the back of the frame as an extra precaution against resin leaks. Next, I cut out a bunny outline and then I taped it to the back of the frame, and then I flipped it over, and on the front I had printed out Happy Easter with my Cricut machine, and I put that on the front centered on the bottom of the bunny. If you don't have a Cricut, watch my last video. I could show you how to do it without a Cricut machine using markers. This project I'm using Resiners dried flowers. They have some beautiful flowers that you can buy on Amazon. And I'm also using the Resiners debubble machine. And you can see the new one is a little bit larger than the older one, and it also has a preset timer. So the left one is the timer, the middle is the on-off button, and the far right one is the pause. And this is the silicone plug that you put in when the machine is running. And I'm putting this in fast forward. I put 2 small cups of resin in it and set it for 10 minutes, and it really takes all the bubbles out of it. And a lot of these bubbles weren't there before. I don't know why it creates bubbles too, but I tell you, at the end it is crystal clear and bubble free. And look at this. It is crazy how clear and bubble free it is. Same with the second cup. Isn't that crazy? It's beautiful. Anyway, for this project, I ended up using about 10 ounces of resin. I ended up having to mix up a couple of cups, and if you can get away with it, it's easier to spread the resin if you don't have any glass or anything on it at first. And I kind of messed this one up. I spread it out, but I tipped it too much, and then you can see the resin pouring over the very bottom right corner. Yeah, I really made a mess, but I was able to clean it up, and I did have enough resin on top of it to work with. Do hit it with the heat gun to get rid of the bubbles before I start putting the flowers on. In this part of the video, I have condensed down to like a minute, even though it does take me like a half an hour to get all the flowers on. The flowers are very delicate. You have to pick them up with like a tweezer and just handle them carefully. And once they're in place, try not to move them around too much. So I just tried to put the flowers on one at a time and some of the greenery on to kind of attach the flowers and give it a little more green color to it. You really have to make sure that this is on a flat level surface or these flowers will float. I come back every 15 minutes to check on the project to see if there's any sediment in it, remove it with a toothpick, to reposition anything that I need to retorch if I see any bubbles. And when you're torching, you have to make sure that you don't burn the flowers. So when I was done with this, I realized that I had pretty much set the flowers on top of the resin. The resin was not deep enough so that the flowers sunk underneath. So I actually ended up having to come back the next day. And the resin I'm using for this project is Resiners resin. It's a 1-to-1 ratio resin that you mix. The next day I had to come back and mix up another 10 ounces of resin and pour it over the top. And I had to be real careful not to damage any of the flowers, because you could feel the texture of the flowers on the top if you touched it or rubbed the spoon over it. Hey everyone, so I now have a light behind the camera because my lighting in all my videos for the end part has been real foggy. I don't know, I'm not a lighting expert, but They just didn't look right, so I'm trying this. I hope I look a little bit clearer in it. So this bunny was super easy, although the flowers are delicate and it can be tedious picking them up with the little tweezers. I had sped that way up because I didn't want to bore you with it when I was putting them all on. And then, you know, I come back every 15 minutes to check. They had all kind of shifted a little bit. So luckily I had time. I could kind of shift them all over because this, well, this isn't perfectly centered now. Everybody knows I have problems with centering stuff, but I mean, it had really come over quite a bit. So you have to make sure that your table is nice and level. Whatever you're setting it on is level, even if you have to put it on the floor. So that's the big thing with it. And then, so I put all the flowers on, and the next morning, you know, when I checked it, I thought, oh my gosh, I could feel all the flowers. So if somebody was to, you know, rub their finger over it hard, they could really destroy some of the flowers. So I had to put another layer of resin over it. And you have to be careful that you don't, you know, scrape the top of the flowers off. So that worked out good anyway. I think it turned out super pretty. I like it. It doesn't have any glass on it, so I guess it's just resin art. But you know, I don't really think I needed it. The one that I did the other day, I used acrylic. If you want to see a smaller version, I used acrylic flowers with some greenery, and that turned out super pretty too. I like this one the best though. I think this is really cute. And again, I got the idea from looking at a greeting card online that had a bunny outlined with flowers. I think my bunny's prettier though because I put paws. This one, the one they had there didn't have any paws. And this one has a great big flower for its tail. I thought that was real cute. But anyway, so yeah, the flowers I used was Resiners flowers. I didn't realize, they sent me a bunch of flowers and I didn't realize that they sell flowers. So these are online. And you saw the bubble machine, and that none of that was fake. That was really, it was crystal clear, no bubbles. And then of course I created bubbles by swishing it all over the place. But you know, you ever see those giant scrapers that come in the boxes with resin? You always wonder what they're for. I should have used that for that, where I could just drag it across and level it out. I don't think it would have created so many bubbles. Not that there was a ton of bubbles. I got them out with my kitchen torch. That's what's great about glass art or canvas art. When you put resin on it, you can use the heat or the torch. It's just with the molds that you can't do it. Because you can ruin your molds. But anyway, what else was I going to tell you? So in the other bit, so here I put the words on with a Cricut. I have a Cricut machine that, you know, you can do the word cutouts. And if you don't have that, in the last video, I showed you how to do it. With the little bunny, I actually put it on with marker. And I use these, for the other video, I used the Let's Resin markers. And these do not run with resin. So I tested them ahead of time if you're gonna use any kind of markers. I've always used the oil-based markers, and honestly, I bought these 6 months ago and never used them because I hadn't tested them. And then finally I had some extra resin one day, so I wrote, you know, made lines with them and covered it with the resin, and it didn't run. You do have to let it dry though. But so that's an idea for stenciling when you don't have a Cricut. Put the words behind it and write on the front if it's glass. If it's a canvas, you can do it by putting a piece of carbon paper underneath your words and then tracing it out and filling it in with the markers. And this has a bunch of different colors, so it's really pretty. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. That really helps the channel. You have to hit the thumbs up button. If you enjoy the channel, go ahead and subscribe. That really helps the channel. If you hit the bell, it will notify you every time a new video comes up. I try to upload one every week, sometimes 2 a week. We have an amazing group over on the Facebook group. So many cool ideas, glass and resin art. I can't keep up with them. I'm trying to make something different, to teach you guys something different to do. because you guys have so many ideas. So come join us over on the Facebook group, and I hope you guys all have a great day. Thanks for watching.